This is Scoreboard. It's your boy Mike.
Good evening, it's Charles.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. This is Kenya's #1 best analysis show. This is the only show where we talk about small balls and the big balls.
Na tukiongelea small balls na big balls msipeleke akili dandora downside.
This is the only show that keeps you close to your team.
The small balls are the tennis balls and
the hockey balls.
But the big balls are the big football.
So today we have the hot topics where we'll be talking about various things that has been trending in football, various transfer.
The topics that have been hitting your headlines. We're talking about Messi, the biggest transfers, Grealish to Man City, Jordan Sancho to Man U, and the impact that they'll be creating in the various teams.
Without forgetting the move of Lukaku coming back to his team, which is Chelsea, and the impact he'll bring to the team.
And arguably the world's best footballer, Lionel Messi. His reign at Barcelona is now over. Where is he heading to?
What next?
Now, the top teams, the threats, the underdogs, La Liga, Premier League, all are here. Lined up for you.
Yeah, the promoted teams.
Yes. We're talking about Norwich, Brentford, and many other teams.
Yeah, so we'll start with the show. I think we'll start with the major transfers.
Yeah, major transfer. Let's talk about the England players.
The England
players have been hitting headlines with high transfer fees. Let's talk about Jack Grealish from Aston Villa
to Manchester City.
How do you see that transfer?
People are asking why 100 million pounds for Jack Grealish from Aston Villa.
To me, that boy is so talented. A complete number 10. He plays more like Dennis Beckham. Yeah, Lionel Messi somehow. Then I think he'll provide a lot of quality to Man City. We know Guardiola has not been playing with the traditional number 9. He likes false 10, false 9, something like that, of which Jack Grealish fits that in that formation.
Do you think that Jack Grealish will bring a change that Man City didn't have? Do you think he fits in the team in the midfield?
Yes, that's a complete replacement of Sergio Aguero.
You sure?
Yeah, if you look at how Aguero used to play. Yeah, Aguero was not a complete striker when he came to Premier League. That was the transfer from Atletico Madrid, I think. Aguero was more of a number 10. And the way Guardiola plays, he doesn't play with that number 9. The one we used to see, the likes of Didier Drogba, Thierry Henry. He plays with more of a false 9. With Jack Grealish, I think he can fit in that position. Yeah, I don't know, but so maybe we talk about the lineup we are expecting from Manchester City.
More so in the midfield.
Yeah, midfield. Yeah. That will be a lot of competition over there. We got people like Ike Gundogan who proven to be a quality last season. He scored a lot of goals. And the funny thing with Manchester City is that it's the midfielders who've been scoring. Talking about Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Phil Foden.
Yeah.
A lot of threats over there.
Very young talents.
So Manchester City is still a team to watch. Yeah. Though in the yesterday's match there were a lot of flops.
Yeah, there were a lot of flops.
Somebody like Nathan Ake, he gave out a penalty. That's not what a defender should do with the ball. Talk about the big balls.
The big balls. Yeah.
Yes. So I think by like yesterday they really missed the quality of John Stones. So let's look at the formation we are expecting from Manchester City.
About the yesterday game, we saw that Grealish did not start in the first 11.
Yeah,
he entered in the second half.
Obviously expected that.
Do you think it's because Guardiola didn't believe in him?
No,
or
match fitness. The boy is just he just signed his contract 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
He's not have a couple of training sessions with the team. Yeah, so I didn't expect him to start.
Who do you expect Jack Grealish to put in the bench? Bernardo Silva, we saw the situation where Bernardo Silva there's a possibility of transfers.
Bernardo Silva is one player who is showing that he is not expiring soon. Even yesterday when he was introduced to that lineup, you saw the change that he brought in. So he's one player that's a lot of quality. I doubt if Guardiola can let him go. I really doubt. So That lineup, let's just start from the behind.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's Ederson.
Yes,
Ederson is the number one goalkeeper. Obviously, he'll be sitting in between the two sticks,
Yeah.
Or the two, how do you call them? The two?
The two poles.
Yes, the big poles are
Mm.
Yeah, the number two, obviously. Kyle Walker, I don't see anybody who can replace him in that.
Fullback.
Yeah. Let's do overlapping.
And then we have John Stones.
And the
Still
Portugal guy, how do you call him? Ruben Dias. A very quality
Defender, yeah.
Yes, and yes, then the other number, Mendy. No, not Mendy. Joao Cancelo.
The guy from Portugal. Yeah.
Very good
Defender.
So.
We saw what he did with the Portugal.
Yeah. So good. Then midfield, we expect De Bruyne.
Yeah. Irreplaceable midfielder.
Ike
Gundogan.
And Rodri. Now that's a formation of 4-3-3.
Yeah.
4-3-3,
yeah. And then forward we have.
Forward, I'm expecting Sterling will have to stay in the bench for a while.
For some time.
Yeah.
Is it because of age?
He's not always in form. He's unpredictable. He can be on form for a while. After a few days, his form gets away. So,
but I think Guardiola can use him because of his speed and his physicality and dribbling skills.
Yeah, he can bring a lot of penalty.
Because
But still, at times you can't rely on penalties. So maybe he can come in as a substitute. But I'm expecting Phil Foden, the magic youngster, to start from the right wing.
Then Grealish, the midfield.
Grealish will play more of a center role, the center forward role. Then I expect Mahrez to play in there.
Yeah, Mahrez.
In the left wing,
yeah.
So that will be a complete.
When they use a formation of 4-3-3.
That will be a threat.
That will be a threat to the England teams.
Yeah. So we started with Manchester City because they're the Premier League titles.
Yeah.
They're the holders, yes. And then let's look at some other threats. Some of the teams that we think wenye watasumbua sana.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Do you think that Chelsea is the latest transfer, the rumors about Lukaku? Do you think it will bring change to the striking?
Yes. Look at Chelsea. Last season, when you look at Chelsea very well, the main challenge that Chelsea had was scoring. Chelsea guys signed Timo Werner. That was a record signing as well.
From RB Leipzig.
The guy brought no change. He's shooting outside. His shots were not so good.
In short, we can say he was a flop.
So I don't know if he's been playing with Timberland. I was one, I don't know. So Lukaku will bring a change. Lukaku is a threat, but that to me, this is my view. I think that's one of the poor decisions that Lukaku has made.
Why do you think?
Look at Lukaku. Lukaku is one guy. He moved from Chelsea to Man U.
To Man U? After from Man U?
That is where all his challenges started. Man U. Where Lukaku was no longer in form. He was not as well shooting outside. He was not shooting on point. Now when you look at the UK media, they'll also when you are let me not talk about that. When you are not you don't look like them, they always speak about
racism.
Yeah.
Racism. There's some criticism. Something like that. If you miss a goal,
if we fail to score more goals, I think the media will discuss him so much,
and I think everybody now has a high expectation of him. Being that he was the second goal scorer after Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's the person who won that title for Inter.
Yeah, for Inter Milan.
He's been on good form. So if I were him, I could have made that move. I could have stayed in Inter for a while, find my form there, then see what next after a while. Or maybe I would have gone to France, consider a team like PSG.
No, but considering you said the guy is 28 years.
He's 28 years.
Yes, like around 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, when you look at modern football, So he might retire soon as well. So let's see the change he'll bring, but I think he's a good one. He's a threat. The guy is a bully.
Do you think
he's too heavy, the defenders fear him, so
yeah,
he's one guy whom you can't even fall him down in the box. It's a tough one. We'll see.
and then to make the matters worse, he's playing with the left leg. Marking somebody who plays with the left leg is a quite tricky kidogo.
He's a quality striker. But the good thing is that he's getting quality from that team. Chelsea being a threat. They are the title favorites, if I may say, because they won Champions League the other day where nobody expected it. In fact, they won that title as the underdogs. Nobody expected that.
Yeah.
Everybody was speaking of Barcelona, PSG, Man City. In fact, Man City were the favorites of that title. But looking at the new coach, the Tuchel has brought a lot of changes in that team. So much.
The chemistry between players.
Yeah.
The combination.
Then Lukaku will be playing in front of N'Golo Kante. The man who is said to be occupying 80% of the world.
And the rest he's occupied by water.
Yes, the rest is water.
The rest N'Golo Kante.
Water, 80% N'Golo Kante. So he'll do good.
With looking at the forward, there's Havertz and Mount behind him.
Now the person, maybe Havertz might go to a loan. He might be sent to a loan to another team.
No,
maybe.
I don't think so.
Because it will be a frustration to him. Staying on bench every now and again, looking at that squad. The forward is packed. Talking about ZH, who is a man who is on form. You saw the goal he scored just 2 days ago, I think.
But ZH has not started. If you look at the last Premier League,
yes,
the amount of games ZH has.
But he's proving to be on form. Therefore, he's now in good form.
Yeah, according to pre-season.
ZH alone, look at Mount. Mount is a threat as well.
Yeah, Mason Mount.
Danny, this young guy, how do you call him? The German boy.
Timo Werner.
Not Timo Werner, the small boy, how do you call it? What do you call him? Who's this? The guy who scored in the Champions League final. He's a threat as well.
It was Kai Havertz.
Yes, Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah. So that competition will be so tight. Let's look at what we are expecting from Chelsea, the lineup, so that we can find out if Timo Werner will find a number.
Of course.
The obvious Mendy.
Of course, Mendy is still at the post.
Yes, and
then
another transfer gossip that Chelsea are expecting Andre Onana. They're looking for him, so that is something to watch.
To replace Kepa or
to
replace?
No. Maybe to act as a third or second goalkeeper. I don't know what he's looking for.
Because they still have Kepa and Caballero
a lot of people
still on the bench.
And considering that Onana is as well on a ban, he was given a transfer football ban for a while because he was found of doping, something of sorts. So I don't know. We'll see. So Mendy in the post.
And then we have, of course, Rudiger.
Which formation are you going with?
3, the normal one. They always use 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yes. So the 3 at the back.
The 3 at the back, we have Azpilicueta, of course, the captain.
Yes.
Then we have Thiago Silva starting instead of Kadzuma and Rudiger. And then at the flanks, we have James.
Yes, who will now be acting as
Reece James.
Yes, Reece James, a very good quality defender as well.
Yeah, we have Reece James.
Yes.
We have there Jorginho
and
Kante, and then we have Chilwell,
a threat as well.
Chilwell, a threat as well.
Yeah.
Then at the forward we have Mason Mount and Kai Havertz.
Mason Mount and
Kai Havertz.
And
then striking we have Romelu Lukaku.
So you see, Timo Werner as well doesn't have a space over there.
Yeah.
Taking into consideration that at the bench you have ZH,
we have Timo Werner,
and
we still have some forwards. We still have some people like Tammy Abraham. We still have Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yes. Yeah. Good people as well. And considering the law that is there in the homegrown players, so to be people like the natural born England, or the people trained with Chelsea in the academy, there's a certain percentage that Premier League requires to be there. So I really doubt if the German will get
a quality time. So if I were him, I would have looked for some loan spell somewhere. So like maybe in Germany. The team of honor, the guy shooting outside.
Oh
yes,
but
anapiga nje huyo jamaa.
Yeah, alikuwa amenunuliwa tu. What makes you think that can be sold and he was bought at a higher fee?
Not sold, but if that I'm saying that if I were him, I could have gone for a loan. Because maybe in Germany, where he was so much in form. Chelsea took him from Germany when he was the top scorer. He had the highest goals, yes? Yeah, so maybe I could go back and find my form over there, maybe then come back.
Do you think the things that happen to people like Juan Cuadrado will happen to people like Falcao, like they when they are outside there they shine, when they come back
that has happened a lot. That is why
they are sent away.
That is why even I was so skeptical about the Lukaku issue, because he was on, if he comes to England he doesn't have form in England. Inter, he gets his form over there, so it's so challenging. We'll just wait and see. We have a week to go.
Yeah,
so
we'll wait and see.
That's a reason for the fans and the listeners to keep their tabs open
and watch it.
Scoreboard.
The Scoreboard.
Yeah. Now, so these big teams, let's talk of which other team?
Let's talk about Manchester
United.
Jadon Sancho.
That's a good signing. A good signing, but I don't know if they have answered their needs. To me, the biggest problem that Manchester had last season was that of defense issue. Maguire, Lindelof, and I'm talking about the centre backs. Centre backs. That's Maguire, Lindelof, Phil Jones. Yeah, Phil Jones is an obvious flop. I don't expect him to feature on the lineup anytime soon. But they've signed Varane, a good defender. I expect a lot from him.
Real Madrid.
Yes, that's a good defender. So might be he'll bring an impact, yes.
Do you think Rafael will bring an impact depending on the age? His age?
Yeah. That's an experienced defender. He's played match games with Real Madrid. He started there long ago when
both
he was
international and club games.
Yeah, this guy, a guy who has played a lot of games in Champions League, La Liga, all competitions. Yeah. And he's not that injury prone. So if he finds his form, then it will be so good for Manchester.
So the chemistry behind him and
Harry Maguire, that's now what we'll look at. Chemistry. Now we'll look at that. I don't know. Let's wait and see. Yeah.
Let's talk about Jadon Sancho.
Another record signing. No,
the record signing.
Looking at he's also an English player. I don't know if English players are overrated or they are worth the more they've been signed. So expensive players. Look at Ben White from Brighton to Arsenal. Yes, £50 million, a defender. And he didn't even find a number in first team in England. Yes. Jadon Sancho about £70 million.
For Sancho?
Yes.
Do you think it's too much or it's worth it?
I don't know. I can't talk of that. He's a player. We'll see what he can provide.
But he was good at Borussia.
At Dortmund. We've seen a lot of players like that. Pepe came from France when he was so good. Timo Werner came from Germany. He was the beast. He was the talk of the season. Let's see what he'll bring. So that's something
you can see that these players, you have high expectation.
Yeah.
They come back to disappoint.
We were talking of the transfer fees of these English players. Harry Kane, around 130. That is what Tottenham is requesting.
130 plus add-on player. Yes. Add-on player, either Raheem Sterling or one of Ike Gundogan, people like that.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's too much. It's too much for Harry Kane. He's 29.
I don't know.
Harry Kane is 29.
Yes. I don't know if that is
that's too much for Harry Kane.
The English players are just so expensive. But
do you think it's because the English champion, that competition is highly rated? That's why players are highly rated.
Yes, but I guess it's a good competition because the English teams has well proven to be a threat in Europe.
Yeah.
You look at Europa League, the final, Manchester was in final, Arsenal was in semi-final. Look at Champions League, the final was between two English teams.
Yeah, Chelsea and Manchester City.
I think Premier League is a competitive league. So maybe that's the reason why the players are so
expensive.
Yeah.
You find that a place from a small club, but since a big club want that player, they overrate the price.
But we can't as well say they're from a small club because the quality they provide there as well is so good. Look at Jack Grealish.
A
guy who's carried Aston Villa in his own hands.
Yeah.
Down from the Championship to the Premier League. And he carried the Aston Villa team as well. That team was a threat. You remember he was in that team that beaten Liverpool. Was it 8 or 7?
Jack Grealish was in that
and
team.
He scored, I guess, and provided a couple of assists. So he is a good player. He has a quality as well. Sancho has really performed in Dortmund. So let's see if this league will accept him.
Do you think what happened to Werner may as well happen to Sancho?
I don't know. That depends on the man.
Because I always believe that if a player comes from other leagues
yes.
like Italy,
Germany and
France, when they come to England they flop. Reason being, the England competition is competitive, and you find that a player comes from Spain and he comes back to England, they does not, except for that player for Atletico striker.
Who is this?
The Spanish
Suarez.
guy.
Talking of Suarez.
The Spanish guy who was in Chelsea and then he flopped. And then he went back to Nini.
Yes. How do you call him? I've forgotten the name.
Yeah. So you find that players come from outside. When they come to England, they flop.
But yes. But now another change in football that we are yet to see this season. We might be talking about Timo Werner that is flopped, but maybe he used to play these other matches with the fans in the field. And last season we were not playing with fans in the field, so the fans are back. Let's see what he'll.
So you have to say he was being carried by fans.
maybe we can give him a doubt. Let's look at what he'll provide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So another thing we are talking about
now, Tottenham. Let's look at Tottenham. The threats who've been there. Heung-min Son, he signed another contract. Kane is still hanging on the balance. We don't know whether he'll stay or he'll go. Now, Tottenham, I'm told, are prepared to consider selling Harry Kane. That is if Manchester City provides $120 million plus add-ons.
$120 million plus add-ons.
Yes. So I don't know if Manchester City is still back on. Let's go back to Manchester City. I don't know if they still need Harry Kane.
But they don't have a striker after Aguero left.
But what I think of is that they signed Jack Grealish to replace him. So I don't
think
know.
Jack Grealish was to reinforce that attacking.
But now if they sign Kane again, they'll have a lot of quality. And the players will stay on bench. Too many quality players will stay on bench. And I don't know, have they really sold anybody? Apart from Aguero, Ferran Torres, a lot of people.
Still at the bench.
So I don't know why they still need Kane, but let's see. And what if Kane goes to City? How will Tottenham be left?
What will become of Tottenham?
Yeah. Considering the number of goals that Kane has scored in that team. He's another guy whom we can say has carried that Tottenham team in his own hands.
Are they considering buy another striker?
I don't know. Yeah, but I'm hearing of some rumors that Lautaro Martinez as well.
Lautaro,
yes, the Argentine guy from Inter.
One of the best strikers.
But I really doubt. He's from Inter. He's in Inter. I doubt if Inter can let him go, considering that Lukaku is
leaving after Hakimi left.
Yes. Now that's a real doubt.
And then Martinez, I don't think so.
Martinez, let's see, but I really doubt.
And the goalkeeper also left.
The goalkeeper?
the goalkeeper from Inter, he left.
Yeah.
Donnarumma.
Yes.
Donnarumma plays for Inter.
Yes, Inter doesn't have money. They don't have money, so they're really selling.
So you see, Donnarumma is out.
Yeah.
The best goalkeeper is out.
Yes.
Then they had their best defender.
Yeah.
Akraf Hakimi is out. Their best striker, Lukaku is out. And then I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think they are ready to sign that deal.
We'll look at that, the impact of those transfers to Inter team. That is when we'll go to Syria, the discussion about the Syria. Yes. Another transfer. No, let's talk about the Premier League first. We were talking about Tottenham. The Son. Now, if Kane is gone, Son will play a key role. Yeah. And he's really proven to be.
Lucas Moura still there
as well. Yeah, they have a new coach as well, Nuno.
Yes. From Wolves. That coach from Wolves. The beard guy.
A good guy, yeah. He looks like the Baghdad guy. You know the Baghdad?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they look familiar. So let's see whatever he'll bring.
If he'll make a change
but he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's been looked for by even Arsenal when Unai Emery went. Arsenal were considering signing him. That is signing Nuno, but he refused that offer. I think even if you are a coach, you want to go to Arsenal considering what they are no longer playing football.
Yeah.
I don't know the kind of ball there. Maybe they're playing the small balls. Yes. Yeah, but let's discuss Arsenal now.
Arsenal.
What do you think Arsenal is still doing in the top 6 teams? Are they among the top 6 teams?
Arsenal, I think at times it's overrated.
Overrated or underrated?
Arsenal is overrated.
Yeah.
Arsenal is overrated. Arsenal are not serious with the league. Like they are there for enjoyment. The other teams are there to win the Champions League.
I'm told that they are entertainers.
They are entertainers.
Yes, maybe
they are not interested in football.
Yes, they just entertain people. But now look at the Premier League season with Arsenal after about 10 or 15 years. Arsenal will not be playing in any European championship games. Talk about Europa or Champions League, they will not be playing in that this season. So I don't know. What impact will this have on them? Arsenal not playing. I think maybe because of the reduced number of matches, maybe if they get serious, they'll perform better. Because Arsenal will not be playing like Norwich. A game on Sunday, then they wait for another Sunday. There will be there's no midweek games. So maybe they'll get a form there, then focus on Premier League. No, they won't be focusing on many things. Maybe they'll as well focus on the FA, their favorite cup, and the Carabao Cup. That's their favorite, yeah. So maybe Arsenal will be focusing on that, and they might perform. So I don't know if they'll be a threat.
What are the major signings of Arsenal?
Just Ben White. There's Ben White. That's the record signing for this season for Arsenal. But there's somebody like Lokonga. I don't know. The name sounds like a dancer from the land of Kofi Olomide there.
From Congo.
Congo, yes. The Rumba guys. Lokonga is there, a midfielder. There's Nuno Tavares, the guy from Portugal. He's a good quality. He's a quality. I think that will be back up to Kieran Tierney. Tierney, who is injury prone. A very good guy there. A good number 3.
Last season we saw you signed a couple of players like Partey.
Yeah, Partey.
People like Partey.
He's not been on form, so maybe those are the players we'll be looking at. Maybe they will not be on form because of the fans. So the fans are now back. Let's see what they'll provide. Arsenal, excuses after seasons, excuses. Yeah. Let's see. So maybe Partey will perform. So Partey, he has a partner there. Lokonga has been signed. I don't know what Lokonga will provide. Granit Xhaka is there.
Yeah,
so he's still having on balance. I'm told Mourinho wants him in Roma. And Arsenal also wants to give him another contract. So he's yet to sign another contract that will come with some other offers, like increasing his wages. But I guess he'll stay at Arsenal. A quality guy as well. He's really helped Switzerland in the Euros, yes. So maybe he'll do well. So, but
people like your forward.
The forward guy,
Lacazette.
No, that is where Arsenal has had a lot of issues. You know, when Mikel Arteta came, Arsenal had issues with defense. They had Mustafi and Socrates Papastopoulos. If you know Socrates. Now Arteta came, strengthened the defense. He signed Gabriel Magalhaes, the Brazilian guy from Lille, who's a quality. He's really been a great wall over there at the defense. Arsenal has not been, the teams has not been, the teams have not been scoring Arsenal as many goals as they were. You look at Manchester City, only scored 3 goals.
Yeah. Home and away.
Yeah, home and away 3 goals. And Manchester City is one team that was scoring Arsenal about
8-0.
a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So that defense and Pablo Mari as well is proven to be good. Now they have had another guy, Ben White. He's a quality. We've seen whatever he has done to Brighton. So might be he'll provide a lot to Arsenal team. So he'll help them in the defense. But the biggest issue that everybody has seen that Arsenal has, Arsenal are not scoring goals. I don't know whatever they are scoring, but they are not scoring.
They don't have a scoring machine.
They were over relying on Aubameyang. And last season Aubameyang as well flopped. He didn't perform as well. So that is what I believe in, is that they were supposed to strengthen on that striking force. Lacazette over there is not scoring goals. So Arsenal looked for Grealish, but as obvious they can't afford that one. They looked for Lautaro Martinez. He refused. A lot of people. Yes, but I don't know who they'll sign for that forward. But Pepe is another guy who proved to be good. He started scoring when the season was coming to an end. So we'll watch him. He's a guy to watch. Let's see if he'll continue scoring. And Bukayo Saka. The golden boy. The golden boy is doing good.
Yeah.
Let's see if the frustration that he had in the Euros will interfere with him. Or he'll remain on form. Yeah. So maybe let's speak of a lineup that we are expecting from Arsenal next season. Yeah.
At the post, they have Leno.
Of
course, number 1 goalkeeper Leno.
Yeah. And the Arsenal also need another goalkeeper. Because last season they had Ryan from Brighton on loan. But Ryan has as well gone. So I think they need to sign a goalkeeper. I'm told they were looking for the former... How do you call it? The goalkeeper of Sheffield United.
He's called Ramsdale.
Yes.
Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Ramsdale.
So that they might sign him. So he'll be maybe a second option for Leno. Then yes, we expecting Mikel plays with 4-2-3-1. Yes. So 4 at the back. That's let's talk of Bellerin. Bellerin is another player who is hitting headlines. He might as well leave. He stayed at last. He's the longest player who served us at Arsenal. He stayed there for so long. So he might leave. And so that number, let's talk of Chambers. Callum Chambers. Chambers will most likely to be playing at that number 2.
Replacement.
Number 2 role. Then at the back there, the centre backs we have Gabriel and Ben White. Maybe they'll be considered as the first options, and their subs might be Pablo Mari and Rob Holding. Then number 3, Tini as well. I think he's unreplaceable. So might be because he's injury prone. Tavares will get a number there when he's not fit. Midfield, 2 people at the mid. There's Elneny, there's Partey, there's Lokonga and Xhaka. I expect Partey to partner with Xhaka in midfield. Then the forward, 4-2-3-1. The 3, I expect Aubameyang to be on the left wing. So the midfield, the role 10 might be... They need to sign somebody in that role. That is what I believe in. They've been looking for Maddison. They were looking for Buendia. Buendia is signed to Aston Villa. They're still looking for somebody. But I think Nani will be playing that role. How do we call him? How do we call this boy? What is his name?
Which country?
An English player. The Jersey 10. He was given another contract. He signed. Smith Rowe will play there in the role 10, and the left side will be Bukayo Saka. Maybe so that there will be a competition over there because there is Pepe there, Saka is also there as well. So I don't know, but I believe Saka will be given the first priority. And now the striking force, there's Balogun signed another contract, so he'll be competing Lacazette for that number in that position. And the Lacazette and Aubameyang I know will be swapping, so maybe Pepe will go to the left wing and Aubameyang will move to the center forward. So we'll have Pepe, we'll have Aubameyang, Pepe, Smith Rowe, Saka, then Aubameyang as the center forward. Yes, that's what I expect from them. Let's see what they'll provide.
Let's see.
Yes.
Now, I think the next thing we'll talk about the hottest topic that has been running around since the other day.
Yeah.
The topic about Messi.
Lionel Messi, the king himself.
The exit of Messi, the GOAT.
And that's an era, and another era that is over.
An end of another era.
Yeah.
Messi having joined Barcelona since 2003.
Yeah.
Having made 778 appearances.
Yeah.
And having scored 672 goals.
That guy is a beast.
778 appearances, 672 goals.
Yes.
In all competitions.
And I don't know if we'll ever find somebody like Messi again. Though the reign is not yet over, Messi will be still seeing him in screen. I'm told he'll be moving to PSG, but I don't know if we'll ever get a replacement of that guy. I think that guy is a beast.
Messi is the GOAT.
Considering that he's a midfielder and he has scored such number of goals, I don't know. But now let's look at the impact that such a move will bring to Barcelona. Considering that Barcelona, ever since we started fanning for football, we were looking at Ronaldinho before.
And Lionel Messi.
And Ronaldinho left it, handed it over, and handed that shirt over to Lionel Messi. So I don't know, we'll be replacing that. The Jersey 10. I don't know, but there's a kid over there who might. Let's see what he'll bring. But I think
that boy, anaitwa nani? That winger.
Yes. So maybe Messi will be handing over that jersey to him, and I don't know if he'll fit in that shoe. That's a very big shoe. That even if it were me, I wouldn't even have liked to be given that, because it's not easy to fill that role.
But we saw a transfer that this guy from, he moved to Barcelona.
Though Barcelona still have many quality players up front, we are talking in the same number. The role of Messi can still be played with Coutinho. Coutinho is a quality midfielder. Yeah. Who is not as Felipe Coutinho. He has not been getting a quality play time. So let's see. Maybe this one will help him. He'll get some quality play time. Suarez is there. There's Sergio Busquets. So let's see. Maybe this will give them another room for improvement. They'll find their fitness. Memphis Depay,
the new signing,
a very good quality player,
Barcelona.
And he's been scoring goals. Aguero is also there as well.
Aguero is still there. So might be, but to me, I think Aguero will fit in that Messi shoe. Yeah. Aguero is still
in as much as they don't play the same role, but Aguero is another goal machinery. And Depay is a good quality guy, but I don't know why Barcelona is signing old players. I don't know why they are looking for the players who are about to retire.
And Messi is rumored to be transferring to PSG.
Yes. But I don't know why Premier League clubs are not looking for him. Arsenal don't have a number 10. I don't know why they are not looking for Messi. Why are you laughing? It was Mesut Ozil who was in former. He was in that number. Mesut Ozil was being paid a very high amount of fees.
Can
so
they
can afford Messi? Maybe they can afford.
You can't afford Messi.
If they were paying Ozil that amount of fee,
I think the only club that can afford Messi, you can say it's Manchester United.
Not Manchester United.
For now,
Manchester United are broke.
They are not broke.
Those people are broke.
Those people are ranked number 3 after Barcelona.
But
Bayern Munich.
the only
PSG.
team that I believed could have taken him is Manchester City, because those guys have money. They could pay him. But now that they have signed Grealish, I think that's the greatest disappointment to them. If this news came earlier, they could have signed Messi. Yes. But now that it came late after signing Grealish.
Do you think Messi can come to the Premier League?
Now it's now the only clubs that I think can sign him now is Manchester City and Chelsea. So maybe, but Chelsea doesn't have a role there. Manchester City have replaced that number. So maybe he'll be going to PSG. He'll be heading to PSG.
If Messi comes to Premier League, I don't think there is any player that can compete with.
No.
I think he'll be the only goat in Premier League.
Premier League has proven to be so tough. Everybody who's come to Premier League has been shown the other way. So that's a very great challenge. I think even him, he wouldn't even wish to come there, because it's so challenging. If you wish to read, people say that there is a famous person who once said that if you want to retire when people love you. So maybe he's come from Barcelona scoring a lot of goals, then he comes to Premier League where he wants to retire in, then loses his form. He retire in a bad way that he doesn't wish. So the only thing I think, whatever I'm thinking of is let him go to PSG. They have a lot of quality there, and there's no competition over there. The clubs over there, Lille, that carry names, I don't expect such teams to compete PSG as much. So when he goes there, they'll be the favorites of Champions League, considering the number of transfers.
Going to PSG.
Consider the number of transfers that has happened over there. How do you call the guy that moved from Real Madrid? Ramos from defense. You have Neymar, you have Mbappe, you have Di Maria, Mario Icardi. They signed Wijnaldum from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Paredes, a lot of quality. Hakimi is there.
Their first 11, the best quality.
Even their second 11 can fit in Arsenal. Even their third 11, and prove to be threat. So, and what people are now talking about is, what will the move of Messi to PSG mean? Does it mean that Mbappe will now be heading to Real Madrid, his dream club?
Rumors has it that Mbappe is linked to
Real Madrid. Yeah. So I don't know if he'll be moving there. And let's talk maybe of the lineup we are expecting if Mbappe stays and if he doesn't. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk of the up front there. Right now we have in their former matches they've been playing 4-2-3.
Di Maria.
Yeah, the forward has been Di Maria on the right wing, and Icardi in the center forward. Then Mbappe left wing. Then Neymar behind them. The number 10, the central midfielder now. So maybe Neymar will move to the left wing. Messi will take that role of Neymar in the central mid. Then Mbappe might go to the center forward role. Well, Arturo Martinez will now be rendered jobless. He'll now stay in bench now.
Icardi,
yes. Yes. Then Di Maria will stay in the left wing.
On the left wing, yeah.
Yes, that is if all of them stays. And they might consider giving Arturo Martinez a loan spell, maybe to Inter where he was from, or maybe if Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, the place is being rumored to, then that might mean that Messi will play the role of a false nine, playing with Neymar in the left wing and Di Maria in his right wing.
In the right wing, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that might be a real threat.
A real threat.
Consider the people who have taken Donnarumma from Inter. Yeah. So there will be real threats come next.
I think the main reason why PSG is signing Messi, I think they are eyeing the Champions League.
Yeah, that is an investment that they've done for a long time. You remember that's the reason why they sacked Tuchel. Tuchel had all the successes, but he couldn't take them the trophy of Champions League. Then finally Tuchel came to Chelsea, took the Champions League trophy.
The same thing happened to Juventus.
Yes.
The reason why they signed Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's the reason why they signed
the Champions League.
Yes.
And look what happened.
Yes, they just got back to Champions League as by a miracle. If it were not for Roma, they couldn't have been there. So let's see whatever will happen. Though I think PSG are my favorites to win the Champions League title.
Mbappe from PSG to Real is a good move.
Yeah, that might be a good move. Considering I don't see the number of signings that Real Madrid has taken, and Real Madrid were not in good form last season. They lost the manager, resigned, Zinedine Zidane.
Hazard injury
prone. So I think it could be a good move for Mbappe to go there to go to Real Madrid. You know, Real Madrid signed Eden Hazard to replace Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And he's not proven to
flop.
Yes, he has not replaced him for the number of times that
he didn't fit in that shoe.
Yeah, he has not fitted that shoe. So that's why I was even cautious of who will fit the shoe of Messi over there, because these people, the people we are talking about, the greatest footballers of our time, fitting their shoes has been so hard. So maybe Mbappe is a great friend of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, that is his role model. So I think he can fit in that shoe. And he's a good fighter. He fights for the team. He scores goals. Good in set pieces. Pace is good. So it will be a good move. But Real Madrid has a long way to go. I don't know how they'll perform this season, but it will be tough for the two big teams, that is Real Madrid and Barcelona. Considering the number of players that they have lost. So let's see. Yeah. Yes. So
we can talk about the changes during this season, the VR changes.
Yes, the VR changes. Now we've forgotten that we could have spoken with that on that when we were discussing Premier League. Yeah, they have introduced some thick lines. You remember the previous matches? Yeah, arguably people say, the fans out there, the haters of Manchester United say that they were really favoring Manchester United. Let's see what it will have to them. That the lines, the offside lines, the lines that were used to look if the play is offside, they'll be improved. So they'll be using thick lines. Yeah, I think that will bring some level of accuracy. And a lot of proposed changes that are there. I don't know if they'll come to pass, but we'll watch that. Then looking at not that alone, there are some of other changes. The substitution, the number of substitution that are to be made in Premier League, that's another issue that is still to be discussed. So I don't think they have reached an agreement. There is a proposal of 5, the way other leagues do, 5 substitution. Premier League uses 3, so I don't know what they'll use. So that is another thing to watch. They have not decided on that as well. Yeah. Yes. So we can now look at the Italy, the Serie A. Yes. Inter, the people who won that title last season have been robbed some of their best players. Donnarumma, Lukaku,
and
Hakimi,
and Lautaro still on probation.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I really doubt if they'll be on their top form, the form that they were in last season. So that will be an issue to watch.
We'll be waiting to watch.
Yeah, so that might give the Juventus another opportunity to go to the top,
because they still have Cristiano.
Yeah, they still have Cristiano Ronaldo. I doubt if he'll be going, if he'll be moving to any other place, because they
still have people like Chiesa,
yes. They have quality there. So might be this will give them another chance to go to top. Then AC Milan, the land of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They have signed Olivier Giroud from Chelsea. Yes, another goal machinery. Though he's slow, but he scores goals. He scores when you need him most. So it will be so competitive as well. Inter will be competing AC Milan, Juventus, and many other teams over there. So we'll see what they'll provide and whatever will happen there. So that's another league to watch. Roma have a new coach, Jose Mourinho. The special one.
The special one.
So I don't know if his balls are still okay or he's losing it. We'll see what he'll do come next season. And still in Italy, that league will be so competitive. Yeah, there are a lot of quality players over there. So maybe we brush over the La Liga, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Valencia, and Villarreal. Yeah. To me, I think Villarreal will be a threat come next season. The club of good evening, the good evening guy. The good evening guy will be a great threat. There will be less competition from Barcelona and Real Madrid the way it was before. Though Barcelona are still a threat, but I think Villarreal will provide a good
team, a good squad.
Yeah. Considering how they won that Europa title. Chelsea will be playing them next week. I think 13th, I'm not sure. So we'll see how that match goes. But
do you think Chelsea can beat Villarreal or?
Yeah, that is a tough match. But I can predict.
I think that Chelsea has now what can be called they sort out their problem.
Lukaku.
Strike.
I doubt if Lukaku will play in that match, or if he plays, he might come as a substitute because he won't be fit.
Who will start? Timo Werner.
Maybe Kai Havertz. He'll go there as a false nine, the way he played in Champions League. Yeah, maybe he'll go there. He'll play there. But my prediction for that match is maybe.
I think they'll just use the
few
same
scores.
Team that won the Champions League.
Yes, but now the reason why I'm saying that there'll be few scores there is that Chelsea have not been conceding much goals.
They have the best defenders.
Yeah. They've been defending well and attacking well. So they have not been conceding goals. Even the last match, they won over Arsenal 2-1. And even the previous matches, they've not been conceding goals. Look at Villarreal as well. They are not conceding goals. So that is a match that might end up in a draw, then maybe to penalties, or maybe a 1-0. I don't expect anything more than that. 1-0 or draw.
Yeah.
So the person who will score first might take the day. And
like wa kwanza kufunga inaisha hivyo.
Yeah, maybe. Because Villarreal, remember how they played Arsenal? They scored one. They scored 2-1. Then Arsenal couldn't even score any goal in their home. The match that they had in Emirates, it ended up in a 0-0. Then when they met Man U as well, they first scored, Man U equalized, it ended up in a draw. They went to penalties, they won that. So it's a very risky team. If Chelsea allows them to go to penalties, it will be a hard one for them.
Of course.
Yeah. So we'll see that. That's another one to watch. Another issue that we can talk of is Leicester. They played another match yesterday against Manchester City. They won that.
They won 1-0.
1-0. So now Leicester is still a threat. Yeah. And it's a team to watch. Come this season.
They still have the good players.
The quality. Vardy is there. Iheanacho is just a great threat.
People like Iheanacho.
Yeah, he's the one who scored the winning goal yesterday. He came in, brought an impact directly, scored the goal. The game ended that way.
I think Iheanacho is good as a super sub.
Yes. Not even as a super sub. That guy is just good. Last season he placed Jimmy Vardy on bench. Not Vardy, but Madison. Madison couldn't get enough play time because of him. And I expect the same this season. Harvey Barnes is there. Tielemans. They're just so good. Might be they'll be title contenders, but we'll wait and see.
They're still a team to watch anyway.
Yeah, that's still a team to watch.
Yeah.
So I think that might mark the end of our show. We may see whatever people are now talking about.
Yeah, people can tell us
Whatever
their views, what they
their
think
views, what
this
they
season,
think on the show.
who they think can take the league,
Yeah,
who they think are the teams to watch,
the teams to watch.
which team do you think can improve mostly,
Yeah,
the transfers impact,
the team that we might go to relegation,
On
maybe
relegation.
even if it's Arsenal.
even if it's Arsenal.
I'm seeing live here Arsenal has been beaten again. Even after signing White, there is no white smoke over there as well. I don't know what is going on, if Arteta needs to stay there.
People can comment on the comment section and
Yeah,
tell us
we can
what
know.
they think of the coming Premier League, of all the coming competitions in the pre-season.
Yes.
Yeah, it was your show. It was
Let me look at let me look over here if there are some comments.
look whether there are few comments.
Yeah. Yes, I am seeing message over here. People are watching from abroad. Yeah.
I want to thank you for everyone who's tuned in, everyone who is watching from all
And,
social media platforms.
We'll be here for you every weekend.
Every weekends,
We'll be premiering this show.
discussing
Some of the
about
best
football.
analytics. So we'll be providing you with some of the best people you are seeing around. And we are calling upon all the people who can bring their products here. Yeah. We give you some airtime. Yeah.
I want to thank you for everyone who was tuned in, everyone who was watching the show, everyone who has been supporting us, everyone who has been supporting this football analysis.
Yeah.
This and more will be happening on every weekend. I will be here always. I told you, Mike and Charles will be here. The football guru will be telling you the transfers, will be telling you the rumors, will be telling you the upcoming things that is happening on the show.
Yeah, and here we'll be interacting with their team. You'll be giving us the view, whatever you are expecting from your teams. The signings, the way you are seeing your team performing, and a lot of things. So
We'll be bringing various guests, people who support Manchester United, who support Man City.
yeah, so you can represent your club over here, ujitetee, useme club yako iko aje, hata kama tunaionea. Yes.
We want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone. Big up to everyone. We want to close the show. We want to summarize the show. And we want to urge you guys to tune in for next weekend for more and more analysis.
Have a blessed night.
Have a blessed night. Peace.
God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Facts, lot of haters. Tell me where they at, though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap, though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing, yo. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.